Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video I'm going to show you my general strategy for getting these epic trials done in Leonis Empire. This is the last level, level 350. Now I'm quite happy with the order of this team. This is absolutely fine to me, and I've had any trouble getting through to this last stage so far. The thing to remember about this team is keep your Emperor Corvash charged, keep your Emperor Corvash alive. This guy is really important to this team, dealing true damage to the first two enemies, stun them and drain their mana. Now the thing to remember about these epic trials is as well, they're not designed for all players. If you're a newer player to this game, you are going to find these pretty much impossible. It almost feels like they've been designed for high level players to come in and give them something to do in the game when they've done pretty much everything else. So don't be expecting to do these if you're a newer player to the game, or even mid-level sometimes. They're going to be really tough. It is certainly to do with player level and player stats sometimes, which really help you out. Now regarding the enemy, the top two troops are the ones we have to watch out for the most. War Elephant gives 99 life in this case and 2 magic to all allies below him, then creates loads of skulls. Pretty dangerous. And Tigraki Warrior, not exactly undangerous too, it can kill you very lethally in a single shot sometimes if you're not careful. Deals 90 true damage in my case to an enemy, boosted by their armor, so can absolutely just take out your team really quickly. So these two by far the most dangerous. Moneylender and Corbin Half Elf, not so much so. You can actually take advantage of Moneylender's spell sometimes. Creates 6 red gems boosted by his gold up to a maximum of 14 gems. Now there's only one red enemy there, which is Tigraki Warrior, so when we get rid of that, any of the red that he creates is actually going to help our team, because when we cast our Falconer, it's going to summon a Warhawk and create red gems, which is going to aid us. If our Pride Guard is still alive and our Amira is still there, then we are going to benefit from that red. Corbin Half Elf will be stealthy, cannot be targeted by spells unless there are no other targets. Explodes gems, boosted by his gold, then gains gold. So not particularly dangerous. The only thing about that is he's stealthy, but we can again take advantage of that. If we get a random 4 match when casting our Corvash, stun a random enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches, and that goes on Corbin Half Elf, we can use our Elmira to deal true damage to an enemy, steal some magic, and if they use blue, deal double damage. That is the only enemy that uses blue, but we can absolutely take advantage of that. Now, Pride Guard deals damage to an enemy boosted by all ally armor. We'll cast that on their War Elephant most of the time to get a nice start on that, and do some damage. Keep them mana drained with Emperor Corvash, chip in with some Amira now and again, and use Falconer as a summoner in case we ever lose our top troop. Alright, we're looking to get our Emperor Corvash charged up straight away if we can, or as fast as possible. Look around for any potential 4 matches. But it's not the best start. No blue, no brown, no 4 matches. So we'll take some red. +2 blue, +1 yellow are our favoured colours. It's actually -1 green on the banner for this. So we'll actually try and take some red when we can. When there's no blue anyway. Right, we need to get our Corvash up. We need to stop them top troops from casting as much as we can. Take the 4 matches when they're there. Take the skull hits when they're there. You do not want to trade skulls when the enemy is doing 200 odd skull damage. Really bad. Going to take away these red here because Moneylender is about to cast. Going to create 6 red gems. If there's less red gems on the board, gives it less chance of getting an extra turn from it. Again, don't really want to keep on taking skull whacks, but you kind of have to. Cannot afford that sort of damage. Right, now even though this guy here does normal damage and our other troops here, Corvash and Almira, do true damage, it's still worth casting. And the reason is, it only takes a couple of casts with a good boost to get into Elephant's life. I'm going to take this one next because I want to get my Corvash up, just in case they don't cast their Elephant. They did. But we survived okay. Kind of, just. They're going to get another hit though. It looks like my top troop may be about to be lost. You can cast this as a bit of a Hail Mary kind of thing, just to try and mess up the board, but hey, it's not the be all and end all. Let's let him do a bit more damage before he pops his clogs. You can then pop in a Warhawk with a summon. It's actually a pretty useful troop, to be honest. When you cast a Falconer, it Hunter's Marks an enemy. We've done that on the top troop, luckily, and then it summons a Warhawk and creates 7 red gems. And this troop uses red. And if they're Hunter's Marked, does damage. If they have Hunter's Mark, deals 10 more and gains an extra turn. But we'll do that Skull Wallop first. We'll then do that bit of extra damage. We've got an extra turn at the same time. Right, I'm going to take the red while it's there. Again, taking red away from their moneylender. Hopefully, won't do anything too dreadful. Right, let's get that ready again, because we get another extra turn from that and a bit more of a damage boost. Chipping away at the elephant. Not quite enough to kill it yet. That's a bit of a shame. Right, let's we'll do a bit of damage to Tigraki. And what next? Oh, just done a completely wrong thing. I forgot I hadn't cast this yet. Stay focused when you play this. It's important. Right, I'm going to cast this now. There's blue and brown there, which I'd rather be collecting, particularly the brown. It's more prevalent. Really important to get your Corvash ready to go at a moment's notice. Don't want to trade skull hits, thank you, so you can have that, mate. With that top opponent gone, obviously you now target the next troop down, so Moneylender is the next one in line for our Emperor Corvash regarding the mana drain and the stun and the damage. Right, I'm take that now while it's there. Don't mind taking this red. He's ready to cast, but we can stun him, take away that mana, stop him from doing that. Let's get some mana for Almira at the same time as that Skull Whack. It's kind of like a mini race between getting your Emperor Corvash up, between them and getting their Tigraki warrior up again every single time you cast. No brown, no. I don't mind the top troop taking a bit of a whack every now and again. This is not too bad, getting this charged up, ready to go, and summoning another one if we absolutely need to. I don't actually need red anymore, so we'll start collecting some mana for our Emperor Corvash. Nope, I'd rather do that, even though it is a Skull Whack. One skull hit away from losing my top Warhawk, so I'm going to get ready for the summon. Always good to be prepared if you can be. Right, we have none of our favoured colours here. I'll say that, there's a blue one there, but it's our favoured colour, so we'll ignore that last bit I said. I was thinking of green or yellow for the Falconer. Get prepared. If there's yellow, I'd rather take that because the enemy uses that. Doesn't use green. Right, we've got our summon prepared just in case we need it. Let's chuck a bit more damage on Tigraki. Again, I know this guy here was ready. We could have done double damage, but he's not a threat. I'd rather still do the damage to Tigraki. That is the one that's going to kill our troops if we're not careful. So we are ready to cast, so I think I'm going to do some damage. Too bad a place now. I don't want to take that really. Don't want to give them a skull hit. Well, you can do. It doesn't actually matter in a way, because yes, they'll probably take the skull hit and kill our Warhawk, but we're ready to bring one straight back in. So yes, I will do that. Oh, we've got Agile. Happy days. 20% chance to dodge skull damage. And deal double skull damage versus enemies with Hunter's Mark as well. So if you did cast this and the Warhawk was there, then you can actually look out for some increased damage as well. Is there any value to that? Taking yellow and purple? Not massively. No, I'm going to cast this. Their Tagraki is pretty close to being charged. Right, shall we just do a bit of damage with this? There's nothing of our colours there really. Let's do a bit of damage with that. And that's brought me into range to kill him off. And that should be the main threat really, because this guy now, the moneylender, is just generating red for a laugh. He's actually going to help our team with that. And this dude here just explodes gems and gains some gold. So it should be plain sailing from now on. Still make sure you pay attention though to little things like giving away cheap skull hits. If I took this screen that way, it's going to bring them in range of a skull hit, so you don't want to do it that way. You want to bring it down as the AI is suggesting. Well, we could actually cast this now. They don't use red, so let's see if we get lucky. They are Hunter's Marked. They're going to take extra damage. Deal double skull damage versus enemies with Hunter's Mark. Still like keeping Corvash ready to go. Well, they've got a couple of cheeky extra hits in there, didn't they? Let's not be taking things for granted here. This is where you can take advantage of your Almira. True damage, double damage versus blue. So you would cast it on the bottom troop, but not just yet. We don't want to receive that skull damage. Thank you very much. Oh, they're no longer stunned, so we can stun them first with Emperor Corvash. Then get the double damage on the bottom troop. 122, very nice indeed. Right, we want to get our bottom troop charged up, don't we, really, to generate a meat shield. Not seeing very many moves here that don't give them a skull bash, though. Oh, that's going to be safe, I think. Alright, they are about to explode a couple of gems, so yeah, whatever. In fact, a few. 12. So they're probably going to get their moneylender charged up, but it's not a worry. Let's try and get our Falconer charged up. Get our meat shield in place. Pay attention to the last moment, because you can lose troops quickly with these high attacks. Any 4 matches anywhere? Not that I'm seeing immediately. There we go, he's generated a lot of red for us. Very generous of you, mate. Thank you very much. Huge amount of skull damage. This game is over. Let's do some double damage on him. Let's make the most of our Corvash, who's hanging in there by the skin of his teeth. Let's just do this anyway, just because we can. Don't want to do that. Don't want to give him a free skull whack. Oh, that was jammy, but hey, let's bring in another hawky thing. Oh, good. Let's see if we can get lucky with a skull drop. Not quite. Got one there though. And there it is. Done. So yeah, make sure you try and keep your Corvash alive, make the most of the summons, because it's not a disaster if you lose that top troop. You can just bring in a summon. So there it is, there's the video. If you found it useful, helpful, enjoyable, any of that kind of jazz, it'd be really cool if you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.